Alright guys, since we got those brake bleeder screws in, let's say we change out the brake fluid here. So popping the cap off, it says .3 right on the cap on this 2013 Chevy Silverado. And if we look down in, oh, do we have a built-in strainer? I think we can sneak around that with our syringe here, and we can put it in this Gatorade bottle. And then when we bleed the brakes, we can put our end of our tubing down in to the fluid in the Gatorade bottle. So let's see if this is going to work here. Let's do a little test pull. We'll push it down in, and then do a pull here. Oh, look at that! And look at this, not as dark as the Beetle for sure. I'll go ahead, pop it in here. And yeah, we'll work with that. So I'm just going to repeat that a bunch of times until I get the level down not too low. The midline, as you can see, is just above the sensor plug. It's about right here. So we'll do what we can, then we can add our fresh fluid in. Remember .3, and we can go from there. And as a side note, I said we'd be pretty much done with the maintenance here. I thought of one more thing we could do, and right near the spark plugs, the exhaust manifold bolts supposedly are known to break off. So I might have to look into a kit for that to replace all those bolts. So we'll look into that later on, but for now we'll focus on changing the brake fluid. All right, it took quite a bit. Ooh, it filled up. We'll keep our cap on loosely. But as you can see, we got new fluid in there, and it's up to our max line. Maybe hard to tell here, but we got that going on there. So put the cap on loosely, and we'll start with the rearmost brake. We've got our old fluid to put our tubing down into. Now I'll take you to the passenger rear. Okay, no way my setup is this perfect. So I got the 10mm wrench on the new bleeder screw. I got the tubing securely on it with the zip ties, and I ran it up over the leaf spring. See, it's up, goes up and then comes down into my bottle, and it's submerged in the fluid. So I'm gonna leave you guys here and I'll start pumping. Okay, so that process worked pretty well. So now we're over here on the driver rear caliper, and we will just do the same over the leaf spring. And the wrench, since the bleeder screw is loose, the weight of it wants to swing down back righty-tighty, so we'll just hold the wrench with a block of wood so that we can keep it just cracked open just enough to do our process here. And we will continue on, and we'll do the same for the front. Fill up the reservoir, be good to go. And then for the front passenger, it's going to be the same for the front driver. Just put it over the upper control arm and do your thing. You can see I got the wrench in front of the brake line here, so I can crack it. It can just sit right here and rest against the rubber metal connection. And when I'm done pressing, then I can just crank it back to the right towards this bracket, and boom, good to go. So yeah, I think that'll be pretty much it. Let's go check the level of the reservoir together. And then that'll pretty much do it for this video. I want to thank you all for watching, and just keep doing that maintenance. That's all I can tell you. Okay, so you see it's actually come down a little bit below max. So I'll just go ahead and top it off. And this, again, I use 32 ounce fluid ounces. I got another thing of this for the Camaros, and that also takes .3. And yeah, do your maintenance, and the car will just keep on, our truck will hopefully just keep on running like a top. Of course, you gotta deal with all the plastics and whatnot that get super brittle like this. I'm touching this and I'm surprised it's not just disintegrating beneath my touch. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Oh, and the mileage. I gotta give you guys a mileage. You know that.
Wow, you're picking to be safe. Yeah.
Change engine oil soon. We know that. We're gonna do that. 59,675. Well, bam. All right. And this is on the front driver's side caliper. And since I already got you footage of this before, let's see if I can't get you footage of the reservoir going down. See if you can see the level going down. Not bad, huh?